Lamb leg has a fairly complicated bone structure. I mean, there's a knee in there. But the incredible thing is, it only takes 3 cuts to take apart a leg of lamb. Here's your cooked leg of lamb. They all look pretty much like this, or they should. This is the shank, which is, you might think of as the ankle, the part that attaches to the foot. And this is the thigh. The meatier side is rounder and plumper, and that's the side you want up. It'll pretty much sit flat on the back side. And what you're going to do is take as big a slice as you can parallel to this bone, and then we're going to cut off the side chunks. It's actually not unlike what you do with a turkey. You want to take the biggest pieces you can off the bone and then slice them. The way to do that, which I'm about to show you, is to just put the knife through there. If you feel resistance, the bone is always going to be underneath the knife. You move the knife up a little bit. You can use a boning knife for this. You can use a chef's knife for this. Or you can use what amounts to a bread knife for this. It's a nice tool because it's almost always sharp and it's good at making big, gross cuts, which this first cut is. So here we go. Right against the bone with the blade, and then you're almost immediately going to feel some resistance come up into the meat, and then against the bone as best you can. If and when you encounter resistance, like right here, move the knife up, get over that little piece, back down, and there is a beautiful first cut. Now what you've done is taken that top layer off, and you've got 2 big pieces along each side of the main bone. Here I'd switch to a boning knife. You could use a chef's knife also. Now you can pretty much see where the bone is. Cut right along that joint. Turn this around if you need to. Bear in mind that I'm left-handed, so I'm doing everything backwards as far as most of you are concerned. And again, just cut right along the bone. If you feel resistance, move the blade away from the bone and you'll find that joint. Now, 3 beautiful big pieces of lamb. So now you're slicing however you want to. Diagonally, straight down, whatever. Great thing about leg of lamb, and this is almost always true, is that it's not going to cook uniformly. So people who want rare are going to get rare, assuming you don't overcook it. People who want well done can get well done. You're going to have different shapes and sizes of slices. I like to hear that crunch. You can be as compulsive as you like about slicing this. I'd go for 1/2 inch thick or even slightly wider slices. So to reiterate the sort of main points, you want to get these 3 big pieces off the leg, which is really pretty easy, as you saw. 2 is, don't expect uniformity. That's kind of what leg of lamb is about. Finally, don't forget about the meat that you've left on the bone, and when you're done eating, go back and attack that with a small knife and get some pieces off of there. And that's what I'm going to do now.